In other news,
Yep.
away from books,
and
audience
bees.
participation.
Oh.
We've got some articles sent in by people. A 31-year-old German woman is going to tie the knot with an airplane she's dated and expressed deep romantic feelings towards for 5 years. Now, we covered something similar that's referenced in this article about a woman who wanted to marry a train station.
Oh, yeah, the one that married a train station, one that fell in love with a slide, one that married a bridge.
Yeah. But I love the idea. I like that this one is something that leaves you every day. Like, if unfortunately she's
in the most dramatic way possible, just fuck off.
1,000 miles an hour. Just like, of all the things to fall in love with, there's a whole thing you could go down and be like, oh, isn't it silly how people fall in love with objects? Love is love. I just go like, yeah, if you love this, great. I don't think it's hurting anybody. Yeah. But unfortunately, this one leaves you all the time. And you can't just go to the airport and sit with a plane. No. You have to go in the plane to go somewhere. So whenever she wants to have some contact with her love, she has to like fly to Spain. Wherever it is.
Like, I'm too possessive with my stuff. Like,
well, so she's gonna marry it.
That's the thing. Like, there's no part of me that would ever like probably fall in love with a plane. But if I had a thing and someone else said, like that tripod that the camera's on, like, I'm in love with that tripod, I'm gonna marry it. Like, no, go and buy your own, you fucking.
Yeah, it's mine.
Yeah,
you've asked for my permission to marry it.
Yeah,
and I've
like
said
knocking
no.
on the door, being like, I've come to see my husband. Like, fuck off.
Yeah, just I guess it is kind of possessive of that person who doesn't own the object.
Yeah, well, it belongs to the airport. Whoever runs the airport, like, they're not like, no, like, get off our plane.
It's not a practical relationship. Is what we're saying. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of impractical relationships.
Yeah,
but this one feels like pretty rough.
Yeah,
like a train station, you can go visit. You've got that. It's there.
Yeah,
a slide. You can go there. Maybe not during school time.
All hours of the day. But
yeah. But you can go there and check out that slide.
Yeah.
Or a bridge, sure. It's there. But a plane that's always leaving you. It's a long distance relationship with an object. Yeah. It feels like you could do something different. I don't think it's as alien as I think people think. You know, falling in love with
I think a lot of people
stuff.
have probably got it, and I don't imagine they've had good relationships in their lives. And I'm trying to put myself into the mindset of someone that would reach that point.
Well, think about it as well, like, because I get it with people, right, where it takes a lot for me to actually start liking somebody.
Yeah,
and when I say a lot, it's not a time frame thing. It's just, I need to see a part of a mature person who's grown and is someone I can connect to. And there's so many people who are like, oh, you know, what do you do for fun? Well, you know, I collect books and don't read them. Like, I don't get that. But it's having that charming moment where they do something crazy. I mean, everyone who falls in love, they don't fall in love with, I love her because she got blue eyes. Yeah, that'd be like the way.
Not unless you're like a child.
Yeah, it's just like there's something about them, a way that they've acted in a certain situation that you've been like, that's when I knew.
Yeah.
And it's because of a strange, abstract idea that they portrayed.
Yeah.
And you fall in love with that idea, with the person who came up with that idea. Or did that in a certain way or whatever. And you go like, that's what you connect to, not necessarily the person.
Yeah, when
so I reckon
see
you could probably have that with an object.
Certain intangibles within a context that you hadn't seen them before.
Sure. Or just... it's always the little things in films and whatever, the olden days. Oh, it was the way that she sang when she did XYZ.
Yeah.
And it was like, that's what kind of lulled you into emotional dependence. Is it dependent if you're in love with somebody? Yes, I guess so. You depend on them to exist so that you can express your love.
Yeah.
If that person left, you would lose part of yourself. Yeah. So therefore you're dependent on it.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
Weakness.
You said before, we had a brief chat about an idea that I've been trying to work out about. You said a hate crime doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. You didn't seem up for this conversation. The argument that, because I had people say that, I've had a few similar discussions with people about, like, time doesn't exist, right? Like, okay, I think it does. But I think the same thing, it's the same argument as love.
Yeah.
Basically saying that hate crime doesn't exist, well then that means that love doesn't exist, because you can't go to prison, you can't get a loan because you love.
I think you'd have to flesh out that argument some more.
We were saying that hate crime isn't a crime because it's not defined.
I didn't say I wanted you to.
Oh. In other news. But a love crime, like a kiss and run.
Isn't that?
Well, that's not really a love crime. That's hate crime. Woman's in love with a plane. Oh, sorry, the funny thing was the plane's name is Shats. She's in love with the plane. Unfortunately, it's a plane and it goes in and out and leaves.
Rolls off the tongue.
And her Shats is my first love. This is the most beautiful relationship you can imagine. Sure.
He leaves me every day.
Yeah, just Shats. Oh dear.
Is it always women? I think the articles we've discussed have always been women.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's men.
I'm sure that's not a thing. Like,
I'm sure that there are men out there who get overly attached to some things.
But it's seen as so normal in men that it doesn't make the papers.
Maybe. But maybe it's just less perverted.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, hang on.
You do way worse shit than fuck slides.
This is a further note. In other news, a drunk man who was filmed thrusting at a pile of leaves with his trousers around his ankles has been jailed for 8 weeks. What if they were moving towards marriage? Yeah. What if he wanted to marry that pile of leaves?
Fuck me, man. Like a plane is a complicated relationship. A pile of leaves. That's a complicated relationship.
They're dead. You're fucking the dead.
It's not going to be around for long. Plus, like, it's constantly fragmenting.
Yeah, it's decay. When it comes off the tree, it's dead.
Yeah.
You're not fucking a tree.
No.
You're fucking its dead hair, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Michael Golsorki, 26.
Is it the same pile of leaves if one of the leaves blows over there?
No, you can't cut off parts of someone and still fuck the same person.
It's the whole... then every time you go to, like, be with your partner, you're having a whole philosophical debate as to whether it's still your partner. Like the boat, if you replace all the planks on a boat, is it the same boat? Like, if I replace all the leaves on Sharon, is it still Sharon?
Well, I mean, he was just drunk and fucking leaves. I'm not sure how much he was doing it. I guess when we think about it.
I think that's why the women make the papers, because they form a genuine connection, whereas men just fuck stuff.
Just get overloaded. Like, I'm going to fuck that pile of leaves. Spring forward, fall back. He abandoned the missionary position and scuttled away into nearby bushes.
Abandoned the missionary position.
After Premier Inn staff shouted at him to clear off. He hid in the bushes for 10 minutes. Was he fucking the bush? We don't know.
We don't know.
Before sheepishly emerging...
Multiple partners. Filth.
Yeah. Polyamorous, biological, organic fucking.
Yeah. Polyamorous botanist.
Police arrived 10 minutes later in Stockport, Greater Manchester. Golsorki told officers he was mortified by the lewd act, which took place in a car park outside a Beefeater, where families were eating... What are you going to have, darling? I'll have the chicken nuggets and chips. And you? I'll have what he's having. Oh, oh my God! It's fucking leaves. Stop fucking the leaves. Stop it. He had consumed a cocktail of booze, cannabis, and cocaine. And if you mix all those three together, you fuck a pile of leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah. And lastly from
none of those are like, well, they're psychoactive, I suppose, weed is, but none of them are...
fuck leaves.
Hallucinatory. Yeah. So he was always going to fuck a pile of leaves.
That was his plan from the beginning.
There was always part of him that could do that.
Well, it's just testosterone.
Yeah.
When it rises, it really rises.
Yeah.
And you just can't help yourself. That I can just describe it as it's like a pregnant woman craving something.
Yeah.
It's just hormones going crazy.
Yeah.
And you just don't know what to do with it. And we're engineered to have it ready all the time.
Like, but it's never viewed like that. It's never seen like that. I was listening to Bill Burr the other day, and he was saying it jokingly, but it was true. Like, women have no idea what a male sex drive does to you. Like they have it's the determination of the media and the wider world is always to purvey it as filth and you're out of control and you're just a disgusting person. But it's like, realistically, unless you are a man, you have no idea what that urge is and how it makes you feel. Yeah, and the things. Then
even then, most people, 90% of people, don't understand themselves.
Yeah,
don't look introspectively to understand why they're acting a certain way.
Yeah,
and don't know that it's because of testosterone. So it's just or hormones or whatever. It's just different. You just become a different person. Like after orgasming, you just become a different person.
Yeah, yeah,
and it's just insane. And lastly from me, a Chinese businessman, Tan Yui, was looking for a hitman to take out a competitor, Wei Mo, I think, and was willing to pay 2 million won. The hitman that Mr. Yui hired decided to offer the job to another hitman for half the original price.
Outsourcing. Clever.
Outsourcing. The second hitman then subtracted to another hitman who subtracted it to a fourth.
Jesus Christ.
So it's gone a bit down. That hitman... We've discovered hitmen before, right? And they got paid $5,000 or something and a van.
So this guy was getting paid nothing.
£200,000 is what it started off as. £218,000.
All right.
And halved and then halved again.
Christ.
And halved again. Hitman number 5 was so incensed at how much the value of the contract had fallen that he told the target to fake his own death, which eventually led to the police finding out about the plot. So he told the victim, like, look, there's all these people trying to kill you.
Yeah.
I don't want to kill you.
Yeah, it's not
just
worth
fake your
the
own
money
death
for
and
me
I'll get
anymore.
50 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to stab you. Just pretend to be dead.
Yeah.
So a hitman hires a hitman who hires a hitman who hires a hitman who hires hitmen who tell the police.
Yeah.
How do you become a hitman?
Start killing people.
Just start doing it and charge
Yeah, it's like anything. It's like I do video stuff. Like you have to do a couple of free jobs before the paid ones start coming through. Like
just becomes a certain once you learn a trade.
Yeah.
It's probably pretty doable.
Trade. Yeah.
Just
but
feels
I
weird
suppose to do it and not get caught, that's a trade.
I mean, I'm terrible with social
skill.
media. I imagine hitmen are pretty bad as well.
Yeah.
Can't be like Instagramming all your murders.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, who can you trust?
If they are, though,
was the caption.
I want to follow that.
Something to be fucking do.